Back in Week 8, the Falcons dominated their first matchup against the Panthers. Can Carolina even the score? The answer comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. You figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after it.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Beginning on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. On second down, a run. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From the end. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Got his man. It's London. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Mariota. This pass is caught by London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. Off the play fake, Mariota. Throws right back to London, complete again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here. And at quarterback, his 2nd season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throw left side. There's London. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Play action now. Mariota. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go play action. Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. We'll see how this one continues.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be Falcon football. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route-running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. He'll get it inside the 20. First down now, but that clock rolling. From the red zone now, Mariota. He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's got some space here. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Again, it's Foreman. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Now Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now a 3-point swing right there.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Mariota's throw taken in by London. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Play fake. Mariota. Into the hands of London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And caught by London. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So Darnold and the Panthers now down 20-14, a minute 46 to go. Now Darnold, a 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Darnold to throw. Complete to Chenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Darnold. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the two. Offense trying to go downfield and make their plays, but defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mariota to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Mariota will look to throw, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Take it in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now it's the Panthers' turn. Trailing in this one now. 37 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. Finding room at midfield. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.